The legendary Baba Mthethwa, the voice of football. Baba Mthethwa, where passion meets perseverance, every story comes alive.
Bafana Bafana and fallen heroes of Nigeria, once so-called Super Eagles, how the mighty have fallen. That's our topic tonight, this afternoon. We're live on Baba Mthethwa 8 on TikTok and also on Omni Audio Africa. That's where you can catch us right now. And we'll be discussing a few things in terms of what might transpire tonight in the game between Bafana Bafana and the so-called Super Eagles. Yes. Remember that we have a history between ourselves and Nigeria as a country. I'm being told that during the apartheid times, some movements, political movements or freedom fighters were based in Nigeria for some reason or the other. And some were in Zambia, some were in Tanzania. But I hear that the whole of the continent did accommodate some of our freedom fighters at that time who were in exile. I don't want to get long into that because it's something that I'm really not too sure what am I talking about. So less said, the better. I'd rather talk about football. And I hope you, wherever you are on the continent and in the diaspora, you know that today it is the biggest football match on the continent, anywhere and everywhere today. When Nigeria plays South Africa, the whole continent stands still. Doesn't matter who else is playing. That game, no one wants to watch. Only want to watch Nigeria against South Africa. There's a reason for that. The reason for that is very simple. It is a rivalry that has been there since inception. When we joined the football world internationally, after we kicked out in 61 and 62 as South Africa because of apartheid laws, we went into oblivion as South Africa. And Nigeria got their independence somewhere in the 60s from England. And they are not founding members of CAF. Do not be derailed by that information. Founding members of CAF is South Africa, Egypt, Sudan, and Ethiopia. That is why the first AFCON in 1957 was played by those four countries, but South Africa did not even start the tournament. South Africa was kicked out of CAF in 1957 after it was started. After CAF was started by the four countries, which is Ethiopia, Sudan, South Africa, and Egypt. So the first tournament played and South Africa did not take part. Later, 4 years later, they were kicked out of the International Olympic Committee, kicked out of CAF, kicked out of the IAAF, International Amateur Athletics Federation, kicked out of the IOC, the Cricket One, kicked out of the IRB, International Rugby Board, kicked out of any other international sporting body that was there. IOC is the International Olympic Committee. We were kicked out of that. In everything that we're doing, we're not allowed to play internationally. Now, for a country like Nigeria, who has been there and stayed there after the independence from England, one would have expected them, as Nigeria, to be up there in the world, probably have won the World Cup by now, because of the involvement in international football for so long. Before we were kicked out in 61 and 62, we had never played in any big tournament in the world until 1992 when we were readmitted into world football by CAF and FIFA, and also cricket and rugby and all other sporting codes that were banned by the world because of apartheid. But when the negotiations for our democracy started during the CODESA, after the CODESA, after the constitution was slowly being drafted, then the world admitted South Africa back into their fold, especially CAF and FIFA. But already Nigeria was playing. Already Nigeria had won the AFCON in 1990. Just 2 years before we admitted, Nigeria had won the AFCON. So, 1980 or 1990, around there, yeah. It's very important to understand the context of our rivalry between us and Nigeria. Our rivalry does not just stem from football or sport. It's also a political rivalry. It's also an economic rivalry, whereby we know Nigeria has got the most or the highest population in Africa. They've got over 236 million citizens of Nigeria, in Nigeria, on the continent, and in the diaspora. So, we as South Africans, we're only 66 million. And that includes people who are staying here that are from other countries who are now naturalized. We count them when we do our census. So, and that includes other Nigerians as well who have been naturalized, who have been here for far too long. And now they carry a passport or an ID. So for that matter, Nigeria should have been far ahead of us in terms of football in the world. Now my question is, if Nigeria claim to us that they are the superpower of African football, they've been to the World Cup 6 times. They've never won the World Cup. You cannot come and tell me that as South Africa, we've been to the World Cup 3 times. Yes, we've been 3 times. You have been 6 times. What did you do in that 6 times? Did you bring a trophy? No. So you cannot come and stand before me and tell me that you are better than me when it comes to World Cup. Because of what? Participation. You're better than me because you went to the World Cup 6 times. I went 3 times. Is that how you look at it? How does that matter to me whether you've been to the World Cup 6 times or 20 times and has never been a winner of that tournament? So that means when you go to the World Cup, you're just a passenger like any other. People can say something about going to the World Cup and delivering. It's Cameroon and Morocco. Cameroon went to the quarterfinals. Morocco went to the semifinals. See, those two can say something to me. Nigeria can never say anything to me about that. There is no way that we'll accept as South Africans that Nigeria is better than us. With what? Our boys play in the biggest league on the continent, the most lucrative league in the continent, and also football that you can look at and be proud of. You're not proud of your own football. That's why you're all going overseas. Why can't we practice Pan-Africanism? Whereby you and ourselves and yourselves, we're superpowers economically. Between South Africa, Nigeria, and Egypt, we have the mullah. If we have the money, why can't the 3 countries come together and say, let's do something that the world has never done before? And that is bringing back our boys from overseas and paying them those monies. Money is available in Africa, just that it's being misused. There is big money, whereby those players playing in Europe from all West African countries and North Africa can come back and play in Africa if we invest properly and we use the resources that we have as Africa to promote our football. We'll have a strong league. We'll have a strong league in Nigeria, of which currently you don't have a strong league currently. When was the last time you won the Champions League? Long time ago. 2003, 2004, 2005 by Enyimba. They've gone into oblivion as well. Don't know where Enyimba is now. Probably they're still playing the league. River State, I think they're playing the Champions League this season. But your local football is not good at all. You know it, I know it. Half the people in Nigeria probably who follow football don't follow Nigerian football locally. We do here. You know why? Charity begins at home. We follow our football here in South Africa because our league is properly run and properly funded. And we don't have shenanigans happening in our league. There could be one or two problems here and there, but in the Premier League, everything goes according to plan. Every season. That's why we've got so many sponsors sponsoring our league. Our players are great today playing at home. We held you to a draw in Uyo, in Nigeria. With these locally based players, we are number 1 in Group C. With these locally based players, you are number 3. With all the stars that you have, we don't need names. We need a team. You bring us names. We don't need names. We want a team. We have a team that can perform as a team, as a cluster, as a collective. You've got names. You always handpick names and tell us about Osimhen. Tell us about Basi. Tell us about Aina. Tell us about Uche. Tell us about Unachio. Tell us about Ekong. Tell us about Nwabali. And all of those big names that you have. We don't have those. I felt insulted when one of your pundits said, "Who is Lyle Foster?" He is Lyle Foster. He plays in the EPL. Same as Basi. Same as Uche. Same as Ayobi. He plays at Tefmo for Burnley. And the players I've counted, all 3 of them, they're playing at Craven Cottage, at Fulham. You also have 2 players playing at the City Ground at Nottingham Forest. We don't have those names. We've got a team. A team that has performed and now sitting at number 1 with 16 points, clear of the big names of Nigeria. There is no way that you can challenge us in terms of playing football. No way, forget it. Bring your big names, we'll bring football. How the mighty have fallen. Now you're currently trying to coerce FIFA to take 3 points away from us. FIFA will do it at their own time. What's the rush? Why are we rushing? Why are you rushing us? Why are you rushing us? We'll do it. FIFA will do it at their own time. They're not obliged to listen to you. No. FIFA will do it when they feel deemed fit to do it. And I, for one, believe that we as South Africa, we have managed to come out of the doldrums of apartheid. We've come out of seclusion by the world and came back very strong. There's also Lukman in your team. I forgot him. There's many of them. You don't have a team. You have players that come in as individuals. If you are that strong and so powerful as a nation, why didn't you win the AFCON last 2023? We held you to a 1-1 draw. A draw that you got mysteriously from a dubious penalty, and then you beat us in the semifinals via penalty shootout. You can't come and claim to us that you beat us on a penalty shootout. No way, forget it. How can we be so proud of going to the finals after beating a lowly South Africa, as you call us, and ask our players, who's this one, who's this one? We don't need to be known by the world to play football. We play football. How we play football suits us. You see here on TikTok, Nigeria can win the game, fair and square. But remember, somebody once said, Speaking the loudest does not make you the one who makes sense. You can be the loudest, but make no sense at all. We are not loud. We speak our mind. We don't scorn. We speak our mind. We give you facts of football. Yes, you have beaten us several times. Who cares? It's football. Win some, lose some, draw some. We really don't care whether you have beaten us so many times. It's okay with us. We're fine. But tonight is not that night. Tonight is a night whereby we are going to define what nationality means. Not what a name means. Because here we're not playing for names, we're playing for our flag. 66 million South Africans here and in the diaspora. We don't really care whether you people talk bad to us or talk bad about us. We don't care. We're fine with it. Whatever you want to say it. We're cool. We'll meet you in Bloemfontein tonight. Whatever you do, don't make any mistake of allowing us. Otherwise, we'll kick your teeth. We'll beat you. Believe you me. We'll beat you hands down today. I don't care who you play, we could bring in. We want to beat you. We're going to beat you so bad that some of you won't want to come back for the national team when you're playing Lesotho and Benin in your last two games. They would say, no, I'm not coming there. Why am I coming there? Because we're not going to qualify for the World Cup. Yes, you're not going to the World Cup. You are not going to the World Cup. Even as second place finishers, you are not going there. Benin is waiting. Benin is playing Lesotho today. If they win their game today, they're the best second placed team right now, Benin. And you don't feature anywhere. Remember, if Benin win today, you still stay third. Win or lose tonight, you still stay third. You'll be 1 point behind Benin if they beat Lesotho today in Cote d'Ivoire. And you'll be still 3 points behind us. You've got 2 games to go, you've got 2 games to go. We'll still beat you. But there's no way that we're going to allow that to happen. So imagine 236 million people holding calculators. Oh, that's going to be huge. I've never seen so many calculators in one night. Never. Imagine 236 million people holding calculators. Today, we are defining African football. Today. Let me open the lines. South Africans, speak your mind. I'm here. Speak your mind. Say whatever you want to say. Talk about football. Praise your team. Tell us what you think about Bafana Bafana. This is your time. This is your team. It's our nation. There's no way that we can allow. Please close your mic. Please close your mic. There's no way that we're going to allow anyone to derail us. Not today, not tomorrow, not any other time. It's not going to happen. It's going down tonight. We're going to skin an eagle tonight. There's a restaurant in Johannesburg called Carnivore. That's where they eat wild animals meat, like your impala, your zebra, your crocodile, your rooibuck, redbuck, and all these bucks that you have in the world. We are going to add onto the menu of Carnivore tonight. We're going to egg an eagle. So we're going to skin the eagle and clean the eagle and eat the eagle tonight. So rice is ready for us to eat the eagle. But we don't need rice. We eat papa here. So we'll eat papa and eagle today. How the mighty have fallen. And they'll fall and never rise again. Because they're not going to the World Cup. We're going to the World Cup. Signal is poor. We are going to the World Cup. They are not going to the World Cup. We cannot allow them. We're not going to allow them to bully us in Bloemfontein. People in the Free State and South Africa, do your thing in Bloemfontein tonight. We cannot allow Nigeria to bully us in our own yard. It's like somebody coming to a house at 3 o'clock in the morning and tell you what to do. Ngamuraswa. Ngamurankotse. Mra bona, mra huri. My network is not okay. It's not networking. Okay, let me fix it quickly. Network, Papa. Network. Let me talk to the producer and ask him to fix the thing. I can see that. Look, this is very straightforward. Today, we're not gonna do anything difficult. No way. We're gonna do football. I'm trying to fix the network problem. I think it's our Wi-Fi here. Producer, please. My people are crying that day. Or when about the ramen no Nigeria. No, I'm just asking. When about the ramen no Nigeria. Okay, let's see. Let's hear what they say. Let me check first with Martin, and then we'll take it from there. All right, we are at, please confirm with me if the signal is right. Ntabi, can you hear me well?
Yeah, Baba, ke a utlwa hantle betere.
All right, just, Bratsepo, your signal is still very poor way now on your side. Tsepo, can you hear me?
Ku utlwa hantle ntate wa ka.
Thank you. All right.
Yes, ku utlwa hantle ha monate.
All right, let me open the lines then. That means everybody can hear me. Odo, how are you? Kunjani tata?
Siyaphila Makeza Ngobiso njani we?
Siyaphila inkosi. Ngicela ungivalele imic ngiyabuya kuwe manje. Iggy, how are you? Iggy, can you hear me? Iggy? Iggy? Banqala ke. Banqala. Max, ngicela uvale imic yakho. Max, please close your mic. Thank you. Right, I'm still adding people, guys, so that we can continue talking. Marquez. But Masondo, I'm looking for you. Where are you? Principal, I'm looking for you. I invited you. I don't know why I can't find you. Anyway, it's fine. Let's continue. All right. TK, Tabang, I need you here. Tabang. All right. Okay. Welcome, Tabi. Welcome, Odwa. Welcome, Max. Welcome, TK. Welcome, Datem Koina. Tabang, yet again, thank you for coming through. And Bratsepo, thank you. Welcome.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you so much. All right, let's start. Ntabi, we play Nigeria kajenu busiu sister. And Babua. Ukarin fella wena.
Oh, Baba.
Kapapa dia kajenu.
tonight lerata lena le re le utlwang from Nigeria le ba re hlophang ka lona Bafana ba rona ba tlo ba fa discipline a bona ma South Africa ha ga se ga sa Nigeria fela mona social media are the one ba nang le melomo ba buang too much. Secondly, why ba batla hore jwetsa hore na ba batla ho bapalla stadium se jwang that Bloemfontein stadium ha ina problem ha batla o lo nka stadium ba ile lo bapala football ha o ka grounding ntse ba palwa bolo le poqonkwana bo bona ha bana le di stadium tseo tse ba buang ka tsona ba keke ba re etsa next ka tsona so ba batla hore laela hore ba re jwetsa hore field ya ko Bloemfontein ha re tlo utlwa ka bona ha se Nigeria mo ke South Africa.
Very strong words. Thank you very much. Odwa. Kunzima. Kunzima tamkhulu.
Potani.
Ya kunzima kakhulu kuza uqha kunobathanje.
Oh, uzawuqha ukujinga abantwana bedlala.
Hayi ngathi uphinde mhlekazi.
Manibulise Nyambozi. Awu Mageza ngobisi dingiswayo.
Nkosi yami.
I-president kuthiwa i-president ayiqedwa ngesizulu. Hey, yazi baba uNyambozi.
Yes sir.
Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity, Mageza.
Yes sir.
Yes, you know today in Nigeria, we've had especially with TikTok, you know, their fans, bayathetha man. The way bangasiboni nganto ngakhona, you know, the way they undermine Bafana Bafana. I feel like they are in namhlanje for a big surprise. And I know our boys, Aborele, Abonkota, they will rise to the occasion. And another thing is what I've noticed about that team yes in Nigeria. I've actually noticed that there is no unity like in that team. Why am I saying so? Like some of them, if you've noticed, bafake ama headphones, abanye bafake ama headsets. So I've noticed, I've realized, but these guys, like abatsibani ne, some of them, they were not even born in Nigeria, but were like from the Europe. They were born in Europe, but Lille fell at the side because they can't play for like in those teams. Akere Babang, they play like in Spain, you know, in England, so they can't represent those teams. Hence, baze in Nigeria, yabo, they are not even used like to the conditions. For instance, look at our boys, things why. Bona ukuthi ba united kanjani abosipho abombokazi abotebuko mukwena you'd say ukuthi labantu ngathi they play like for the same team uyabo so bona even yabona today ne if South Africa iyayibethe Nigeria ujonge the likes of abo Osimhen abo Lookman they're not gonna pitch up for the last two games.
No,
they won't.
No,
yabo so bona nje I think yes.
Kubeka tata.
Oh, bona they're not gonna pitch up for the last game, and yeah, oh yeah, and yeah, Bafana. I feel like we have already qualified. It's just a matter of time. I so wish we win namhlanje because we don't know FIFA like uzawuthini because bona the way bathetha ngakhona it's as if they know ba these 3 points you know will be dogged, but enough. We beat in Nigeria and then we try to win, you know, the last 2 games. Because Bona, if Bona they were to win all their games, I think but they will end up with 19 points, we understand. So Tina, but if FIFA is gonna take 3, even if we win let's say maybe we win the last 2 games. So essentially, Tina, we just need to focus on winning. Then that will be it. Enkosi kakhulu Nyambozi.
Asibulele mhlekazi. Guys, on this life, you speak any language you are comfortable in. Bakwamba chivenda, nokunobulabula, ukabua Setswana, ukabulela Sepedi, ukabulela or you can praat in Afrikaans, ons kan ook Afrikaans praat. It's not a problem for ons nie. Ek kan ook Afrikaans praat en vlot Afrikaans for that matter. So don't worry about that. Speak any language you want. So don't worry about people. Don't worry. Say whatever in your language will understand you. Remember, I speak out of 12 languages that we have, I speak 8. So don't worry. You are safe in my hands. Don't worry. I think one thing that I've realized that Nigerians want us to hero worship them. And they're not going to see that from us. They're not going to get that from us. They'll get those from those who are their own kind. Please close your mic, Odo. They're not going to get that from us. We're not going to give them respect. For what? For what? They've been to the World Cup 6 times, like I said earlier. But they've never won. They've never won the World Cup. They've only been to last 16 twice. That's at Pelalap. Talk to me about Cameroon. They've seen the other side of last 16, which is quarterfinals. Talk to Morocco. Morocco has seen last 16 quarterfinals and semifinals. Those are people I can talk to, not Nigeria. No, I'm a Bailey. Oh. When we talk football as South Africans, I don't go this camper. We want to straight. Bona ba go this camper, ba history. Yes, Barjile, and so what? They win the World Cup after Barjile. Sidlale nabo kaningi. Ba qualify kaningi for the World Cup. Ba ile ba win a World Cup? No. What makes them think that Bonada are entitled to a World Cup when we are not? What's that king? I understand something. There's some things I understanding about one. Ki ing ebana na hore iba etsa ba be better ro feta South Africa. Because ba bangata. Ba over 200 million. Bona. Bafana Bafana, whether you like it or not, we are a team. We are not a group of players who were born in different countries and made up a team. Their very own captain was not born in Nigeria. He was born in the Netherlands. Ekong comes from Netherlands. Aina was born, I think, in Spain. So, some of them, like you're saying, Order, they're playing for Nigeria because of descent. Because they're of Nigerian descent. And they can't play where they were born because there are better players playing there. Then you come here and make yourself as if you're better than what we do. We are original. We're playing with original players from born and bred in South Africa. You don't play with players that were born somewhere and brought here. No. Even Okon himself, his father is Nigerian, but his mother is South African. He's original, but okay, he's injured now, no problem. The one plays for Hannover 96 in Germany, but he's South African, though with Nigerian descent. We play with originals. Yes, your players are Nigerian, no problem, because you can be of Nigerian descent, but not saying Nigeria stay somewhere else. But what makes you think that you are better than us? What makes you think that we are better than us? Because you are playing at Nottingham Forest. Okay, let's start here. What is Nottingham Forest for starters? They last won the European League when Brian Clough was playing in the 60s. Brian Clough, the father to Nigel Clough, at the City Ground at Forest. In the 60s, they've never won anything after that. You brag to me for players playing for Nottingham Forest. Let's talk about Fulham. Your goalkeeper plays for Chippa United here. Paris did some things on him last week. Waba, whippy. And then come and tell me that I must be scared of you. Think twice. We can't be scared of you. I saw a picture whereby you guys were warm-upping before the actual warm-up at a training session. You could see that this is no team. These are individuals. Some of them probably only see or talk to one another when they come to camp. Only when they come to camp. And I, for one, believe that that is a problem. Brasepo, I need to take this call. Go Super Sport. Just continue, please. I'll share more. Please. Brasep. Brasepo hankutlo ya.
For kaofela o leng teng. It's an honor for me, or it's a privilege for fumana monyetla wa ho ba moderator ka jeno. Ha ke na tse ngata hakalo tse ke tlo di bua, empa ke a tseba hore ka jeno ke letsatsi la rona la thabo, ke letsatsi la rona la ho change dintho, ke letsatsi la rona la ho fumana thabo if ya ho fetisisa. Ka ntle ho senya nako ne ke tla go bulela ntate Thabang re utlwe hore yena maikutlo a hae a reng. Rather wanted to Thabang, the mic is on you, my brother.
Good afternoon, everyone. You know, I don't think today's game is a big game for us, but a big game for Nigeria. So this overhyping of Nigeria game in South Africa, I don't see it as a big game for us. I mean, Nigeria is big on paper. That's what I can say. Nigeria is a big team on paper, but when it comes to the field, I don't see anything. So today, I don't think it's a big game for us. It's the same game as we played Lesotho. It's the same game as we played our previous games. I mean, 21 games without a loss. We even lost to Nigeria, I think, on penalties. But today's game is not a big game for us, and I think it's an obvious game. We are playing home, and surely today we're gonna qualify. Probably we're gonna set our qualifier today by winning this game. So yeah, I don't think it was the hype of Nigeria, and also that they say we are lucky because Victor Osimhen might not be there. I don't think we are lucky. We needed Victor Osimhen actually. That's what we needed. We needed Osimhen on the game to show them that we can play with or without Victor Osimhen. So I'm not gonna overhype this game, overhype the night tonight. I don't think this is a big game for us, but this is a big game for Nigeria. That's what I have to say.
Well said, Ngwana Mmerale, wanted Thabang as always. But tseba gore ka mkho letsatsi lena la ka jeno la so special ho rona. We all are now gonna encourage gore, let's go and rally after our boys, but they need us more and to support them, play our part as a 12 men and show happy you know, and let's not be late to go stadium. Let's go with our jerseys. Those who are closer to the stadium, Babalinka Plomo, as a belief, Yalokopa Vanavisu, Atamelang Gabunako. Tatempo, Kitlaifa, wena camera how we sent a good set Marapo, Tate President. Thank you, Tate.
Moderator extraordinaire. Matoto. Bratsep. Dumelang kaofela. Ke a le dumedisa. And please indulge me. Lyle Foster, when he was growing up, which team did he play for before he left Mulwan?
Paris.
He played local. We've got Mbogazi, of which we are busy saying, must he go to the under-20 World Cup because he was developed here. You've got Etebo Mokoena that played in the Olympic team. We've got players, really, we are debating, Mara, the boy is gone here, he's playing locally. Understand, this is our people. We didn't ask players because your father's grandfather's no, we didn't have to go look for you, for your lineage, for you to play for this team. This is who we are. We are born and bred in South Africa. We didn't have to ask you, who's your grandfather? Where do you come from? These are clubs that are in South Africa, that are playing on the continent, that are playing a Club World Cup, that are saying our talent is good enough. and our players will be there to show. In fact, after the game, Sipho can host everybody in his house in Bloemfontein to show you that this is not something that he was forced to. It's not whereby players who are denied from playing for England, playing for Denmark, then they say, no, I am from South Africa. This is the one and only choice that we are from. If anything, Nigeria needs this win more than South Africa. We are cruising nicely at the top. Whether FIFA comes, and we must accept they will take 3 points. Yes, we were wrong for playing Tebogo, but even after that, we are top of this group. So the prerogative is on them to win. But unfortunately, the bad news is Kiblo Momo. Kiblo Momo. Not everybody goes there and just take 3 points as if that. No, this is Bloemfontein. Marcele will tell you this is Mzansi. Tiba kamo. Elayalo Marcele. So Kajenu, South Africa is gonna show you in song in the stand that this is our home. Whether you have Osimhen or not, none of our business. Whether you have Lookman or not, none of our. It's not as if we have not faced them and we have not put up a good show. Tonight, we will show you a thing of two. Do yourself a favor, listen to Super Sport there by Options Languages. Sesotho. You'll eat nicely there.
Tajamnat. Thank you, Tampoza. Bratsepo, thank you very much for holding the fort whilst I was busy on a call. Thank you, Kalebo Bratsepo. You know what, Natemkwena? Nigeria wants us to hype them. We don't need to be hyped now. This journey recorded on our own because we believed. And because we believed, we didn't want favors from anyone. Now, Nigeria wants favors from Rwanda and Zimbabwe later when we play them in October. Now they want a favor from FIFA. No, we got our 16 points playing football. We didn't want for anyone's favor. If they're so strong, why are they at number 3 now? If they're so strong, where was Lookman when they played Lesotho to draw? Where was Uche, Inacho, Basi, Aina, all of them, Lookman, Simon, where were they when they played a draw with Zimbabwe and Lesotho? Where were they? When they played against us, played a draw, they were there, all of them. So what makes them special when they come here? Still the same team that robbed Rwanda last week. Should have got 2 red cards actually, and a penalty for Rwanda. And then you want to come here and tell us that we should listen to you. Who are you, first place? Who are you? The only thing that we know is that you are number 3 in Group C. That's all that we know. And you have been to the World Cup 6 times. Currently, whether you've been to the World Cup 50 times, it's immaterial for us. What matters is that we are number 1 in Group C. You are number 3. Whatever happens tonight, you'll still not be number 1. You'll still stay at number 3. Because surely Benin's going to beat Lesotho there in Benin, in Cote d'Ivoire. Because they're not playing in Cotonou in Benin, they're playing in Cote d'Ivoire. Surely you know, whatever you do, you'll still be at number 3. Look, you can kick yourself in the head or whatever you want to tonight. Come night time today, you'll still be number 3. So stop making noise and play football. There's this belief in Nigeria that you are the superpowers of African football. You are not. African champions is Cote d'Ivoire as we speak. You are not. The last time you won AFCON was a long time ago. 2013. In 2013, that was the last time the man who said South Africa will never beat Nigeria whilst he's still alive. He passed on. May his soul rest in peace. So the case is gone. We beat you recently. After that with Rantier and Lodge. In Nigeria and Uyo. We beat you there. Remember? Or have you forgotten? Must we remind you tonight how we can beat you? We'll remind you. Mind you, we don't rely on referees and buy referees and do all these funny things that happens on the African continent. Not here. Here we play fair and square. And one thing that you should know, you really, really underestimate us as a nation, and you really, really undermine us as a nation, and you really despise spite us as a nation. You think we are nothing when it comes to football. Let these know-nothings show you something. Open your newspaper and check on Group C, who's number 1, and continue undermining us. Open any social media of football and check World Cup qualifiers, Africa region, CAF, Group A, B, C, number 1. It's not green and white. It's a 6-colored South African flag. Not your flag, our flag. So there's no way that you can come here and want to bully us into submission. We're not going to allow you. It won't happen today. It won't happen tomorrow. We are going to the World Cup. You are not going to the World Cup. We are going. Whether FIFA will take 3 points or not, that's immaterial. If they take it, we'll still be over you because we're going to beat you today, beat Rwanda, beat Zimbabwe, and where are you? Your players will say, we're not coming there anymore. Today, when we beat you, it's going to be a national catastrophe of immense proportions in all the states in Nigeria. From Jos to Port Harcourt, from Port Harcourt to River State, from River State to Lagos, from Lagos to Abuja, and all the states there. There's going to be a national catastrophe of immense proportions after we beat you. We are going to beat you like we did before, and we're going to beat you like we beat Morocco the last time at AFCON. You never believed that we beat Morocco. When we played Morocco at the AFCON, you were wep. We beat Morocco. You kept quiet. You were here when we beat Morocco at AFCON. When we beat DRC, you were here. When we beat Cape Verde, you were here. But what happened? Robbed us again, semi-finals. We haven't forgotten. West Africa owes us big time. That includes yourselves. Remember what Ghana did to us for the Qatar World Cup. They robbed us. That's West Africa. Remember what Senegal did to us for the Russia World Cup 2018? They robbed us. So this time, we're taking no prisoners, Baba. We're taking no prisoners. We are going to show that football must be played in such a way that it's football, not what you guys are doing. Pause.
Mulwan, I think the one thing that Nigerian forget is, don't tell us about what you did in 1994.
We don't care, actually.
You can't live in the past.
Yeah,
it's not going to help.
We don't care.
It does not help the fact that your players play in Europe. It's players who don't even know each other. They meet when they come here, and that's where they end.
And remember,
the one thing
they
is
also
that go
speak
look
different
at our
languages.
Some don't even know their own home languages.
Yeah.
They don't know their own home country. So they have not been there.
Remember, Nigeria's got over probably, in total, over 3,000 languages, but the well-known ones are about 530, if I'm not mistaken. And I want to ask some of the players that are playing there, can they speak any of their languages? I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not even going to entertain and give them that space for them to reply. I'm not going to give them that. I'll leave it at that. But you are right. If you cannot even converse in your own language and claim to me that you are better than me, how possible is that? There's one thing that I don't believe in. I don't believe in sentimental value of things. I don't believe in that. You are right, Mpo. Nigeria must remember, whether they went to the World Cup 400 times, we don't care. We really don't give a hook. Whether they went to the World Cup 50 times or 100 times, we don't care. They were just passengers there because they didn't win the World Cup. So you can't come and brag to us that I've been to the World Cup 6 times, and then you've been to the World Cup 3 times. We even hosted you here. Can you host us? Let's start. Can you really host the World Cup? You? Can you? Can you host the World Cup? Morocco has surpassed you now. They're hosting the World Cup 2030. But the biggest nation on the continent with the biggest number of people cannot host the World Cup. A rich country like you, with oil and everything. Think twice before you start talking to us. We have hosted all the World Cups you can think about in the world. We're hosting it again. Cricket and World Cup are coming back here. What are you hosting? Dololo. Dololo. You're not hosting anything. But you want to compare yourselves with us. You're fine. Let your players play in Germany or Spain or wherever. It's fine. No problem. But you are sitting number 3 with all your big stars. Number 3. That's where you're sitting. Taba, is it about who plays where or is it about football?
Mr. Mthethwa, can I say this with confidence and without fear or favor? Nigeria is giant only in their history books and FIFA brochures. On paper, they shine with names from Europe. But football isn't played on paper, Mr. Mthethwa, it's played on grass.
Yes.
And lately, the grass has been exposing them. With or without Oshiman, they've been exposed. They are like a car without an engine. They are fans on social media, they are screaming giants of Africa. But what kind of a giant struggle against Zimbabwe? Collapse against Sudan.
Yeah.
And Lesotho also, and scrape past Rwanda. That's not a giant.
Sudan beat them 4-0.
As I said to... Exactly. So as I was saying to Mr. Tsepo here, that today is not a big game for us. It's a big game for Nigeria. So we've been building something. 20 plus games without unbeaten. A team with that moves as one. Bafana Bafana is a team that moves as one. Discipline in every line, and believe that doesn't need headlines to validate it. So we are not chasing validation, Mr. Baba Mthethwa. We are chasing victory. And then they have a player called Victor Oshiman here. I think he should change his name, Victor, to defeated Oshiman. There's no victory there.
He's not even there.
And
for
also,
that
even if he was there,
he ran away.
He ran away. We wanted him dead. We wanted Nigeria complete with their European footballers. So this fixture of today means survival for Nigeria. But for us, it's just another step forward. That's the difference between a team that lives off reputation and a team that's actually putting in the work. They have a reputation. I don't know what the reputation is all about, but we are putting in the work. So to conclude, let them call themselves giants. We'll just keep moving. We'll just keep showing them that giants fall. And when they fall, they make a lot of noise. But they don't scare us anymore. That's all I can say.
They are overrated because of teams that they're playing for. They are overrated. Our players are not overrated. We are humble souls from the most tip of the African continent, where football is our lifestyle, where football is what we live for. For us, we don't have to beg people to leave their home countries and play for our country. No. It's either you're South African or you're not. If you're South African, you'll come home and come and speak the language that we speak. And that is how
Baba Nigeria tonight Nigeria ntse complain ka blomo ba tsba gore na blomo e tlo ba etsang ene ba utlwisisa gore na bashimane ba rona ha ba utlwa letshwili lela la Bloemfontein ntse ba re hela yalo ba isupa ka mona suelele ba isa kore ba utlwa mollo bona ke bona ba thuthumelang right now. That's why ba dutse ka di calculator the whole night. That's why ba sa khone uthola le hona no yana ene le Osimanye wa bona o teng ka po hayo ba tlo ipha a reason ya gore ha re win tonight. It was because Osimane it's fine if in a little perfect. Why le sa otla Rwanda 5-0 re bone gore you mean business. You babilele one goal ba ile ba defender ka last 10 minutes ya ba emi ba pakile ba smarela di ball. If you are proud, if you know what you do, o tlo ilata kwa bolo o tle ka yona o tla 5 goals o tlo bua le batho ba winneng Lesotho ka 3-0 lona le 1 goal le defender like hell. Nigeria you ke be butle ba ska tlo jotsa hey South Africa bring our 3 point don't tlo nka 3 point ka mane ka Bloemfontein tla utlwa fire lone. And I know supporters tsa Bloemfontein di tlo ba surprise. I know I know ba di balloon today but Bloemfontein tlo tla ka yona tonight. Asi amona shem. Ma Nigeria had to tumele the way ba ratang ka teng. They are not going to do anything. 3 point ba e batlang ha ba lo elata ka mane ka Bloemfontein ka hela yalo ba tla ba utlwa hore na ba tla khutla ka yona na ba defendile 1 goal like ke modimo. 3 point ba ithotseng ya last match ya bona. Ine le modimo go bona ne ba e rapela. Gore ne ba etsa everything hore mona teng re tlo ema mona re tlo ipaka ba se re tlo diraela ka rona re bapala ntse ba re jotsa ka yona eo ba ska re tlela ka kelello tsetsa bona tse tauweng mo.
And right sister ke tsaba hore ha fela game ya aba sa wela high.
Ke bothata ba bona bona. How ka the commentators are then after game South Africa bring our 3 point. How we gonna let one got 3 point jwang le defender 1 goal like hell. Le twenka ka di go 3 point le nana go le twenka fela I dutsi fela so fela le tlo fitla le nke le hlolwa ke Rwanda. Ha be ne ba ne ba gona e ka be ba kogile Rwanda 5 goals ne re tla bua re bona.
Now they saying hore rona ma South African re tshepisitse ke mankana goalkeeper ele ya rona South Africa no bone ba re tshepisitse hore
is not has PSL mo ba kena ka PSL ha ba tlwele South Africa di ya bona le Nigeria le no ke la bona we tlo kora 5 goals tonight if bona ne ba mina business ha Rwanda e ka be re ba bone ba tsama ka 6 goals because bona ke the powerhouse of Africa e ka be re bone 5 goals from the last match e seng go defend one goal like
no bo fella Josie he fella game aba sa bona hae roba thola Josie to go.
All right.
So dintwe ke tsabang or bo fella.
All right. Let's give Tulani and yeah, he's just joined us. Tulani is that Tulas or Tulani or Tula Sunday?
Tula Sanchez. Tula Sanchez. Sanbonan.
Hello Sanchez.
No bona push.
Ninja ni ma Africa burwa.
Kona sinjalo.
Wabua jwalo.
Ngiyanibingelela ngithi ikhange mumba ikhange phambili.
Microphone ngenziwe.
Bafethu, you know that we are besides sesikhulumile sakhuluma ngilaleli lokuningi. I think we have the quickest feet. We have young boys who are ambitious to make it in the squad forever until their age. We have young boys who will give a run to Nigeria. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of Nigeria. You can give us another 90 minutes. I'm still not going to be scared of Nigeria because they are playing mind games now. And if we're going to fall for the trap, it's Oslimaza. But I trust Bloemfontein. I trust the supporters that will go there. I also wish I could have gone there, but it's very far from me, unfortunately. I'm in Mpumalanga.
Oh, okay.
It's very, very far. Yeah. So if it was in Joburg or Mbombela, they must bring Bafana Bafana to Mbombela once, man.
Aye, mina Saturday lap.
All right. No sobonana. Funa ngithatha inamba zakho ngizokuthengela idrink Baba Mthethwa yezo. Inbox.
Faka DM ngale. Yeah.
All right. Lalelani bafethu. I'm not afraid. I don't know how can I say this. This is a fight of crutches. It's a match of crutches. And we're going to finish what we started.
Very.
And we are going to the World Cup. Our boys are hungry for World Cup. We have our own league. We maintain our league. And we are counted number 6 around the world with biggest derby. You can go and check. We are counted number 6. And maybe number 5 now because Spanish league siyatepezela naso siyawa kancane. We understand. But in terms of attendance, we are counted number 1 around the world attending the derby. Number 1 with 70 to 80,000 people or 90 something capacity. We are counted number one. You can go and check. I remember it came a Sundowns, the Chiefs made us number one on that weekend, and we still remain the same. Even in Amanje, we still remain the same. Kuma ungabheka ngibe izolo ngibukela neEngland. Isifele besisincane besinga-attendanga kakhulu. I'm not afraid, man. I know Usiwelele will do the job for us.
There's a guy
I
here
know
called...
Gota will sing like hell there. So the stadium...
Continue. Sanchez, Kulum.
Promzi.
Sanchez. All right.
There's a guy called Porter.
No, there's a guy
called Porter. Ngiyazwakala.
Kahle kakhulu. Okay, usunyamalele. Proms. Yeah, there's a guy called Proms here. Is it Proms or what? Proms. Proms, go to sleep, my boy. Go to sleep.
I don't want to worry about this.
Go to sleep,
I don't want to worry about this one, Yabon.
Go to sleep.
He's in our group. He's in our group. We are trying to invade a space. No, Baba Mthethwa, let him listen. Let him listen what is coming for him. Now we're gonna translate this in English. We are going to beat you until you leave the drugs in South Africa and run away. We are going to beat you.
Outing Israel, uthi
No,
Sis
don't
Medi.
make it that personal.
Sis Medi, how are you? Medi? Kosi.
Akgele kae?
Teng kae?
Ra nkutlwa?
Kutlwa hantle.
Hello?
Yes, ra utlwa.
A ke teng.
Yes.
Okay.
Wena o reng he?
Baba, ka go banang ke ne ke kopa go botsa.
Yes.
Ne ke kopa go botsa gore ga Nigeria ba re biditse 6 times like khale ba re betsa. Ba bua ka nako efe?
Ba bua gale.
Then did they see the type of style that we are playing right now?
They're going to be so confused, don't worry. They're going to be so confused, Asmedi, they'll never even believe. They're going to confuse them. They're going to be so confused, they won't believe what's going to hit them. So when I don't worry, sister, they always refer to history. Even when they're playing other countries, we say, hey, we beat Zambia 40 times, we beat Cote d'Ivoire, we beat who. Remember, Bonale Ghana are sworn enemies. And even neighbors, for that matter. Not far from Togo and in between. But they are facing the ocean, and Ghana is facing the ocean as well, the Atlantic Ocean, in the Gulf of Guinea. And I can tell you now, from here to Ghana to Nigeria is 10 hours on a flight. And that by itself tells you that for them to go back to Ghana is going to be a long, to Nigeria is going to be a long flight, flying back to Abuja or Lagos, wherever they're going in Nigeria. I hope everybody after the game goes home. No one must stay behind. After the game, pack and go back.
I doubt, Baba Mthethwa.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Baba, ga ba itse pinele ya re ba utlwile ba re seba mabane. Ba tlo go iutlwa today.
They scored a wrestling goal against Rwanda.
Yes. It was a wrestling goal.
They scored a
Right.
WWE goal.
But so tlhaloganya the meaning behind that. Ga ne coach a selecta di player ga selecta fela o selectile a ba tshepa. So today ke re ke nako ya bona.
Let me just give him a glimpse of what we have tonight. We have the TLB. Yeah.
Yes.
That's going to stop anything that comes away. And also, we've got the best goalkeeper on the African continent. You don't have a goalkeeper that is scored by young boys at Chippa United. No ways. We've got the master chef. Don't forget that. We also have Mike Mamosha, Mike Sibilibili. We've got Captain number 2000. Okay, yeah. Must I continue, Promzi, or do you know them by name or by face or by number of goals scored? Should I continue? We don't.
Nigerians are our fans. They know everything. I watch their podcast sometimes.
Yeah, we don't.
They know everything about South African football.
We don't import players. We have our own players. We don't import players from other countries. We have our own players. Not by descent or anything.
Homebrew.
Natural. Homebrew. Thank you, Bratsep. Homebrew players that we have. So watch out tonight. It's going to be tears. Lidwaba, how are you?
Baba, Olibet.
Emmanuel Dwaba, yeah?
Great, Baba Mthethwa.
Emmanuel, which is?
Ne ke go lebetse ntho nngwe botlhokwa gore re tlo go ba bontsha gore le gole le kgone go tsoga mo tlhageng.
Okay, pula tlana o sna mara. Okay, o lokile. O tlile sister, o tlile.
Ne baba baske ba confuse ha ba bona masele a pere green and white ya bona bana ne ka re supporta tseno ke tsa bona tsa Nigeria. Ke Bloemfontein man. Ke bana ba ntate Mlemele.
All right, a rutwe ntate le doa ba.
Baba Mthethwa. Wa tsaba re ke ba lebeletse beke ka moka ka mkhweba commenta ka gona le before ba dlala le Rwanda ba ne ba bolela ka South Africa
before ba dlala le Rwanda
rena re ya go bona a rene pressure gore ra qualifiers neng a rene pressure e bona ba bende yona so rena ga ne tsoge re ya ile gore dipelo tša rena ga ne tso re amogetse ile ra struggle enough ga ga ne tso re amogetse gore re a tsoga ene re tsogile wa ka nne mara e ke lebeletse l'injury le Osimhen o ne pressure nje ye ile gore le yena ya mogapeletša gore ge South Africa ka sebaje seriti sa ge se ya fase that's why le bona Osimhen a tsamaile nna go ya ka nna a ke bone Osimhen injury le ka mo e ka dialo ra tsamaya a ke tsebe re nna le e bone game elana
a o ba tshwile or
le nna ka mogwe ke mmone ka bona o bone le yena gore skepe se ya nwelela
o bethuke kakhulu hey bengeke lunge uyazi kuzoba nenkinga la enkulu because what I've noticed is i-pressure bone banayo it's more than ngibone ba compare nama price squad they were saying we are like we squad is at 37 million bona bane squad is at 300 and something it doesn't matter it doesn't mean anything we are using local players local soldiers so the pressure that they have it's different kusenokwenzeka basaba nokuthi mhlambe udliwa eSouth Africa nyabekisi when you go back to your team they say hey bench baba you understand
you know Mobani Nikiliko there's this guy Bariki Grant, he's a Nigerian guy. I went to his live. You know, they are so scared in such a way, they even know our players Kamavito. He is so worried even whenever we work Rambo le tebo homoqueen. Barry, you know, if Baka Twara Rambo le Bamukate, Korabamukenye Botolong. They think they'll be able to win South Africa. And then we still have other ones. Bo Obasi Bating, you know, Bo Master Chef Bating, Bo Redi Bating, President Emma 2000. And this is a problem. And then we know their goalkeeper very well. He's the weakest link of that team. We know him from Super Sport. We know him. I think now he's with Cheaper or whatsoever. Nobody. We know that guy. And now they pushing the native or the South Africans. We actually threatening him that if today at Shibadi Bolo we're going to kill him. I said, no, this is not South Africans. Never. South Africans will never talk like that. They're trying to make us forever dismantled and Raskaba so sure. So we are not going to give them that. We are going to show them what we are made of. We are going to show them who we are. We are going to show them that Rona Rapalaka only the natural talent.
All right. Can I?
Ke Matata o tlase mo.
I'm here.
Oh.
I have to ke le kope ntleng ka boikokobetso le tlhomphe kgolo. Nako ka e fedile. Tshwantse o tlo kena ye le tsholonyana ka moraka. Studio mona, so ha sa mind hleng ke kopa ke qetelle taba tsaka. Thank you everyone for coming through. Bakeni ba sembatswile. Medi, thank you very much for coming through. Nontoro docha rukeni today. Thank you. Sanchez, thank you. Natal Duaba, thank you again. Bratsepo, thank you. Tabang, thank you very much. Much appreciated. May I ask you to join us probably later tonight after game. Bafana Bafana will be live at 9 o'clock after game. I'll be finished working at that time, so we can meet at that time. Thank you, everyone. It was a pleasure yet again. May God bless South Africa. May God bless our flag and bless our people and bless Bafana Bafana. Tonight is the night where all of them, the fallen heroes and heroines, must wake up and look after Bafana Bafana. I'm talking about Nelson Mandela. I'm talking about Walter Sisulu. I'm talking about Sopukwe. I'm talking about Chris Hani, O.R. Tambo. I'm talking about Bantu Biko. I'm talking about Me Mandela. I'm talking about Messi Sulu. I'm talking about all of the heroes and heroines who have fallen. All of them, Sikukuni, wherever you are. Twangisi, wherever you are. All of them, Kacham Tillis, wherever you are. King Shaka, King Dingani, wherever you are. Meman Tatis, wherever you are. It's time. King Hinta, your people are crying for help. And the help must come from the universe. It's not about Nigeria anymore. It's about us as a nation. Let's go out and support Bafana Bafana, because we have always believed that Bafana Bafana in South Africa is a great nation. Let's show that tonight when we support Bafana Bafana, because we believe. Thank you, everyone. Meet you today at 6 o'clock. I'm live on Supersport Option 3 on Supersport 202 and 209. I am live there giving commentary ka Sesotho. Kenya Sesotho fashioning. Everyone, thank you for coming through. Thank you and goodbye until 6 o'clock. Sharp, sharp.